You are not free. Most people live their lives bound by invisible chains. These chains are not forged by others. They are built by your own mind. What if the greatest obstacle to your freedom is a belief you refuse to question? Millions struggle daily. They chase success. They pursue happiness. Yet an unseen force pulls them back. It whispers doubts. It plants fear. This force is not some external enemy. It is a mental framework. It is a collection of ideas. It dictates your actions. It limits your potential. Most people try to fight symptoms. They seek quick fixes. They avoid discomfort. They never address the root cause. The invisible chains remain. Consider the profound burden of fear, not a fear of immediate danger, but a persistent, gnawing fear of something that might return, something unseen. Imagine surviving a life-threatening illness. The battle is won. The treatment is complete. Yet a new war begins. It rages silently. It is fought within your own mind. This is the reality for millions. They live with fear of cancer recurrence. It is a constant shadow. It darkens every moment. It steals their peace. Many believe this fear is simply part of their new normal, an unavoidable consequence. They accept it. They try to distract themselves. They avoid triggers. This approach fails them. It provides no lasting relief. The fear persists. Scientists observed this suffering. They saw a pattern of mental entrapment. They sought a way to break these invisible chains, not with drugs, with a mental tool. A team led by Wei F. and others undertook a critical investigation. They published their findings. Their work appeared in the journal BMJ Support Palliative Care. The date was December 25, 2024. This was not a small study. It was a systematic review. It was a meta-analysis. They examined many prior studies. They analyzed the combined data. They sought definitive answers. Their focus was clear. They investigated cognitive behavioral therapy. Cognitive behavioral therapy, often called terapia cognitivo-conductual, is a structured mental framework. It helps people identify and challenge unhelpful thought patterns. It changes behavioral responses. This team specifically asked, is terapia cognitivo-conductual effective for fear of cancer recurrence? Their findings were stark. They were unequivocal. The research showed terapia cognitivo-conductual delivered a significant impact. It reduced this debilitating fear. Patients experienced substantial relief. Their quality of life improved dramatically. This was not a minor improvement. It was a profound shift. It was measurable freedom. Most people facing such fear feel helpless. They believe their thoughts control them. They think they are victims of their circumstances. They surrender to the internal noise. But the data tells a different story. It reveals a path to agency. It shows that you possess the power to change your internal landscape. This is not magic. It is a systematic process. It requires deliberate effort. It demands you look directly at what you instinctively avoid. Let us consider Alina. Alina battled breast cancer in her early 40s. She won the fight. Her scans were clear. Her doctors declared her free. Yet Alina was not free. Every ache, every cough, every minor symptom. It sent her spiraling. It triggered intense panic. It consumed her days. She would wake up in the middle of the night, her heart pounding, her mind racing. She imagined the worst. She saw the cancer returning. She felt overwhelmed. Alina tried meditation. She tried positive affirmations. She tried distraction. Nothing worked. The fear was a relentless predator. It stalked her constantly. Her daily anxiety level on a scale of 1 to 10 averaged 8, often 9. She slept poorly. Her relationships suffered. She avoided social events. Alina heard about cognitive behavioral therapy. She was skeptical. She thought her fear was rational, a natural response to her experience. Her therapist introduced her to the core principles of terapia cognitivo-conductual. The therapist explained how thoughts, feelings, and behaviors are interconnected. Alina learned about automatic negative thoughts. These are rapid, often unconscious thoughts. They pop into your mind, they shape your emotions, they drive your reactions. For Alina, a headache was not just a headache, it was a brain tumor. A sore muscle was not just a sore muscle, it was metastasis. Her automatic thought, "This is it, the cancer is back." This thought immediately triggered intense fear. Her heart raced, her breathing quickened. Her behavior, she would endlessly search online. She would demand doctor appointments. She would catastrophize, she would withdraw. Her therapist taught her to identify these automatic thoughts, to write them down, to question their validity, to look for evidence, to consider alternative explanations. Alina felt foolish at first. It seemed too simple. It felt like denying reality. But she committed to the process. She started tracking her thoughts. When a headache struck, she wrote, "The cancer is back." Then she asked herself, what is the evidence for this thought? Her answer, "I have a headache." What is the evidence against this thought? Her answer, "I have had headaches before, they were never cancer, my scans are clear." What is an alternative explanation? Her answer, "I am tired, I have not drunk enough water, I am stressed." This simple practice began to shift something. It was slow, it was deliberate. Alina started to see the pattern. Her mind was jumping to the worst conclusion. It was not based on facts, it was based on fear. She began to challenge her thoughts, not to deny them, but to examine them. She started to reframe them. Instead of "the cancer is back," she would think, "I am experiencing a headache, I will monitor it, I will hydrate, I will rest." The impact was profound. Her anxiety levels began to drop. From an 8 they fell to a 6, then a 4, then a 2. Her sleep improved dramatically. She stopped her frantic online searches. She started engaging with friends again. She reclaimed her life. Alina's measurable result. Her daily anxiety score decreased by 75%. Her life was no longer dictated by the constant threat of recurrence. She found true freedom. Her story is not unique. It is the story of many who apply this framework. Your mind is like a complex navigation system. It guides your journey. Sometimes this system develops a glitch. Its internal maps become corrupted. It starts to misinterpret signals. It sends you down the wrong path. It tells you danger is present when it is not. It creates fear where there is no threat. Cognitive behavioral therapy is the process of recalibrating that system. It is like updating the software. It is like cleaning the faulty sensors. It teaches you to check the map, to verify the signals, to trust your own judgment. It empowers you to correct the navigation, to choose your own direction. The question posed earlier, what if the greatest obstacle to your freedom is a belief you refuse to question? The answer is clear. It is exactly that. It is your unquestioned beliefs. It is the automatic thoughts you accept as truth. It is the internal narrative you never challenge. This is where most people fail. They accept their thoughts as immutable facts. They believe their feelings are simply given. They do not realize they have agency. The twist is this: you are not your thoughts. This is a profound paradox. Most people believe they are their thoughts. They identify completely with them. They think, "I am anxious," not "I am experiencing anxiety." They think, "I am a failure," not "I am having a thought about failure." This subtle distinction is everything. It is the key to mental freedom. When you say, I am anxious, you merge with the feeling, you become it. When you say, I am experiencing anxiety, you create a separation. You become the observer. You are not the anxiety. You are the one witnessing it. This detachment is the first step. It is the most powerful act of self-knowledge. It allows you to examine your thoughts, to question them, to challenge them. It allows you to choose your response, instead of being driven by reaction. Most people make 3 specific mistakes. You have probably made them too. The first mistake is suppression. You try to push away unwanted thoughts. You tell yourself, do not think that. You try to force the thought out. This never works. It is like trying to hold a beach ball underwater. The harder you push it down, the more force it exerts. It eventually pops up. Suppressing thoughts gives them more power. It makes them more persistent. Your mind interprets suppression as significance. It thinks, this thought must be important. So it brings it back, again and again, with greater intensity. The second mistake is distraction. You try to avoid thoughts by focusing elsewhere. You scroll through your phone. You watch endless television. You stay constantly busy. Distraction offers temporary relief. It is a temporary escape. But it does not solve the problem. It merely postpones the confrontation. The underlying thought remains. It waits for a quiet moment. It reemerges. Distraction also prevents you from developing coping mechanisms. You never learn to face your thoughts. You never build internal resilience. The third mistake is rumination. You endlessly replay negative thoughts. You dwell on past events. You worry about future possibilities. You analyze every angle. You try to find a solution through sheer mental effort. Rumination is like a hamster wheel. You expend tremendous energy. But you go nowhere. You remain stuck in the same loop. It creates a false sense of productivity. You feel like you are working on the problem. In reality, you are just reinforcing the negative thought pattern. You are digging the rut deeper. You are strengthening the invisible chains. These 3 mistakes are common. They are natural responses. But they are ineffective. They keep you trapped. They prevent your freedom. The concrete method for breaking these chains begins with awareness. You must first recognize the chain. You must see the thought for what it is. Step 1, catch the thought. Throughout your day, observe your internal monologue. What are you telling yourself? When you feel a strong emotion, pause. Ask, what thought just passed through my mind? Do not judge the thought. Simply notice it, capture it. Write it down if you can. This externalizes it. It creates distance. For example, if you feel a surge of inadequacy, the thought might be, I am not good enough. Or if you feel fear about a presentation, I will mess this up completely. Capture it. This is your first act of rebellion against the automatic mind. Step 2, challenge the thought. Once you have identified an automatic negative thought, subject it to scrutiny. Ask yourself 3 critical questions. Be brutally honest. Question 1. What is the evidence for this thought? Look for concrete, objective facts, not feelings, not assumptions. If the thought is, I am not good enough, what concrete evidence supports that? Did you fail a specific task? Did someone directly tell you this? Be specific. Most often, the evidence is weak or non-existent. Question 2. What is the evidence against this thought? Think about successes. Think about times you were good enough. Think about alternative perspectives. What would a neutral observer say? If the thought is, I will mess this up completely, remember past successes. Recall preparation efforts. Think about your skills. This question opens your perspective. It counters the negative bias. Question 3. What is an alternative, more balanced thought? Based on the evidence you just examined, formulate a new thought. a thought that is more realistic, a thought that is less extreme. If the thought was, "I am not good enough," a balanced alternative might be, "I have strengths and weaknesses. I am capable of learning and improving." If the thought was, "I will mess this up completely," a balanced thought could be, "I am prepared. I will do my best. Even if there are challenges, I can handle them." This is not about positive thinking. It is about accurate thinking. It is about replacing distorted thoughts with realistic ones. Step 3. Change your behavior. Your thoughts impact your feelings. Your feelings impact your actions. Once you challenge and reframe a thought, your emotional state will shift. This creates an opportunity for new behavior that reinforces the new thought. If your original thought, "I am not good enough," led you to withdraw, the reframed thought, "I am capable of learning," can lead you to engage. Take a small, deliberate action, an action that aligns with the balanced thought. If you feared a presentation and felt like withdrawing, your new action might be, "I will review my notes one more time. I will practice a difficult section." This breaks the old cycle. It builds new neural pathways. It strengthens your capacity for mental freedom. This process is not a one-time event. It is a continuous practice. It is like building a muscle. Each time you challenge a thought, you get stronger. Over time, your automatic thoughts will begin to change. The negative ones will appear less frequently. They will hold less power. Your internal navigation system will recalibrate. It will guide you more accurately. This is not about eliminating all negative thoughts. That is impossible. It is about changing your relationship with them. It is about gaining control. Consider another example. Sarah felt immense guilt. She felt she was not spending enough time with her children. She worked long hours. Her automatic thought, "I am a terrible mother." Evidence for, "I miss bedtime stories often, I work late." Evidence against, "I dedicate weekends to them, I help with homework, I plan special outings." Alternative thought, "I am a working mother who loves her children deeply. I make the most of our time together." Her behavior changed. Instead of feeling guilty and withdrawn, she initiated a special mommy date each week. She focused on quality, the guilt lessened, her connection deepened. Another instance, Mark struggled with procrastination. His automatic thought, "This task is too hard, I will fail." Evidence for, "I have struggled with similar tasks before. It feels overwhelming." Evidence against, "I have succeeded at challenging tasks. I can break this down." Alternative thought, "This task is challenging, but I can approach it step by step. I will learn as I go." His behavior changed. Instead of avoiding the task, he committed to working on it for 15 minutes. He found momentum. The task felt less daunting. He started making progress. This is the power of the method. It applies to any limiting belief, any fear that holds you back, any self-defeating pattern. The process is consistent. Catch the thought, challenge the thought, change your behavior. It demands vigilance. It demands courage. It demands self-honesty. Many people resist this. They are comfortable with their familiar suffering. They find comfort in the known, even if the known is painful. They would rather blame external factors. They would rather complain. But you are here because you seek something different. You seek freedom. You seek agency. You seek to master your own mind. This is not a path for the weak. It is a path for those who dare to look inward. For those who are ready to dismantle their own invisible prisons. The future of your mental landscape is not predetermined. It is shaped by the choices you make today. It is shaped by your willingness to question. The impact of this work extends far beyond your own mind. It impacts your relationships. It impacts your career. It impacts your health. A mind free from limiting beliefs is a powerful force. It is a mind capable of creativity. It is a mind capable of resilience. It is a mind capable of truly living, not just existing. This work matters now, not tomorrow, not next week. The chains you carry are heavy. They slow you down. They hold you back. You have the tools to break them. You have the map to freedom. The journey starts with a single step, a single moment of awareness, a single act of questioning. Your one single action for today. For the next 24 hours, simply observe one recurring negative thought. Do not judge it, just notice its presence.